All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Stone, Shalom to the elect pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, with the hope of receiving mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the scriptures. The RFID microchip is the charagma written about in Revelation 13. The miracle drug is the precursor to the charagma. Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus, is about to make his return upon the earth to deliver his elect and to pour out judgment as it is written. So I want to jump straight into this lesson dealing with the signs, the prophecies in which the prophets have declared aforetime, from Zechariah, Ezra, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Malachi, Amos, and the list goes on. And they have prophesied downfall of this society and this kingdom and various nations upon the earth by name. And this is the brother Yashamar from camp. So, as it is written in Jeremiah 28 verse 8, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy both against many countries and great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. And can you tell me right now what you see? Pestilence, yo. When as you turn on your TV right now and tune in and just click upon any news station and you see the narrative being pushed. Right now the only difference, slight difference we know is them have a new distraction for people focus on, that the events that are taking place over there between Russia and Ukraine and both their allies, So we in such a time right now in which the Lord are turning up the heat, yo. So the fire I get red now, because people were one time never really care or wasn't even paying attention. Right now, because them say every minute them go home and them turn on them TV, this message is being bombarded, being pushed about what's going on over there. Just as in the time when the USA struck down one of the general of the Iran force, and everywhere you turn, you hear people talk about World War III, World War III. People in it not even follow what's going on around the world. Why? Because of these mediums that Esau have to push out their various propaganda to have people in a state of panic, fear, not knowing what's really going on, because otherwise from what's going on over there in Russia, what was it you see every day? This pestilence in which we not even can call the name or talk about it by its name as our video get pulled. So you're supposed to know what I'm talking about. Right now we have a lot of measures to go with it. You can't go there, or you can't do this, or you're getting fired. Amen. This is the time. But Jeremiah told you, that the prophets that have been before you have talked about these times, talk about these kingdoms, because Jeremiah himself declared the fall of Babylon. You can read Jeremiah 50, Jeremiah 51, And that's not talking about ancient Babylon. Just look on the form of destruction that the Lord have proclaimed to Babylon, you know. Let's give an example. Just because I bring it up. Oh, so this is Jeremiah. I wanna say I'm gonna try 50 verse 20. So it's not that, it's supposed to be Jeremiah then. Okay. Alright, this is Jeremiah 50 verse 45. Therefore hear the counsel of Yahweh that he had taken against Babylon, and his purpose that he had purpose against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their inhabitation desolate with them. And that's not talking about the ancient Babylonian Empire. That's talking about the modern day empire. Because the same prophecy that the Lord have declared was going to take place unto Babylon, which is America now, the Lord prophesied the same judgment to the rulers of Babylon, which is Esau, Edom. So let's go for it. So this is Jeremiah 49, verse 20. Therefore hear the counsel of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that he had taken against Edom, and his purpose that he had purpose against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their inhabitation desolate with them. Just pray the, not even the similar, just pray how similar this is, yo. Because Esau is ruling in Babylon, yo. So the Lord had declare what he is gonna do, yo, to America right now. Whether you want to believe it, yes or no, yo, the prophets have declared these things. And right now, we're in the fall of Esau, Edom, in which we are watching these things, because at the fall of Esau, Edom, is the rise of you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But it's going to start from the elect, those that turn to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua in truth and in sincerity, yo. So let's see. Alright, so I'm going to start. This is 2nd Ezra 6 verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? Because this question where Ezra asks is a question that even the disciples did want to know, yo, but they asked it in a different way, because they asked the Lord when he's returned. It's basically the same thing, yo, because when Jacob is going to be the beginning of it that followeth, that beginning gonna start with Yahweh, yo, which is the Alpha, yo. You need me to say it again? He's the beginning, and that's one of the things, yo. A lot of people, the Lord never gave the eyes to see these things, yo. So let's jump straight to 2nd Ezra 8 verse 62, just to make the point. These things have I not shown unto all men, but unto thee and a few like thee. Then answered I and said, and that's why when the prophets go out and make the speeches that they made, yo, it was strange unto people. Even now in this time when we go before you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and these heathens, and declare what's in the scriptures. It's weird to most people, yo. The scriptures say in, I want to say, Corinthians, that the preaching of the cross is foolishness unto them which believe not. That's how we sound, yo, because the Lord have not shown this unto many. As it is written, wisdom is not manifest unto many, yo. So let's read it one more time. These things have I not shown unto all men, but unto thee and a few like thee. Then answered I and said, Behold, O Lord, now hast thou showed me the multitude of the wonders which thou will begin to do in the last times, the parting asunder of times. But at what time thou hast not showed me? So when you read 2 Ezra 9, it's going into you measuring the time according to what the signs and the prophecies that have been declared, yo, by the prophets. So let's go back to 2 Ezra 6. So back in it, this is 2 Ezra 6, verse 7 again. Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, and Jacob and Esau is twin brothers, yo, from the womb. As the Lord have told Sarah that 2 nations are in thy womb. I want to, Salakia, if I call the wrong name, I want to supposed to be Rebecca. My bad. My bad. Sarah supposed to be Abraham's wife, yeah. Rebecca, it said 2 nations are in thy womb. You see me? Which represent you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You are Jacob. And the so-called Caucasians, or they are Esau, yo. You know? So let's continue. Verse 9, For Esau is the end of the world. That's why you hear the prophecy where Jacob declared, Jeremiah declared. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And that's it. So we're in the fall of this kingdom, yo. Because this kingdom is divided, as you can see what's going on over there between Russia and Ukraine and NATO. That's this kingdom divided, yo. And it's about to have a big collapse, yo. Now we're in such a time, and that's why it is written, I want to say Thessalonians, First Thessalonians 5, verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that they should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. And that's what's going on now, yo. The elect of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Lord's will, I'm amongst them. They are watching now, yo. And they are declaring what they are seeing. So what do I want to say? Kalalal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash.